And okay, hello, welcome back. So I'll just continue straight where I left off the last video. Okay, so we already edited the pressure, what do you say? Pressure fields, okay, pressure boundary fields or whatever, boundary conditions. Next thing is we want to, okay, next thing is that we want to edit the velocity boundary conditions. Again, we want to get rid of the moving wall. Okay, we want to get rid of the moving wall. And then we want to get the value of this thing here. This fixed value and this value thing. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we want to copy and paste these two lines into our top wall and bottom wall. Okay, so let's do it. cavitySwirl 0u, and we want to have an entry boundary field dot moving wall. Okay. Of course, if we just want the value, we can do that as well. Okay, so this is the value that we were looking for. Type fixed value and value uniform 110. Now, I'm going to shuffle things up a bit, okay, so that you can learn more tricks. So remember, we were saying that if we use this $sign and open close brackets, we can actually take the value of whatever function we are having. For example, this type fixed value and value uniform 110. We can actually use that as a bash variable and push that. We can use this as a copy and paste function. So let me demonstrate what that is about. Okay, so let's go to all run. And let's do this exact thing here. So we can do foam dictionary, cavitySwirl, swirl 0 new. Okay, I want to go for the entry 0u. I want the boundary field dot moving wall. Okay, so this is what we have originally. Let's take this and copy and paste it. Or rather, we have the value. We take the value. Okay, we just want this part because this is the part we want to. This is the boundary condition we want to transfer to our top wall. Okay, we want to transfer this boundary condition to our top wall. So let's copy this line of code here. And let's go into all run. Okay. So let's call moving wall BC equals to, okay, all of this. All right. All of this. Foam dictionary, cavitySwirl 0u, blah, 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 entry moving wall value. Okay. So now let's add in a top wall entry. Okay, let's add in a top wall entry. So let's add in a top wall entry. So I kind of add in this close these brackets. But now instead of putting these brackets here, let's try doing this moving wall BC. Use this bash variable, moving wall BC. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm taking the output of this foam dictionary cavitySwirl 0u entry boundary wall moving wall value. This whole thing that we've extracted just now from the moving wall boundary field, and we are going to make a new entry with this. Okay, so I want my top wall to have the same value as this moving wall boundary condition. So let's try that. Okay, I'm going to do all clean and all run. Okay, so looks like we have an error. Okay, all run. So we have an error. Where's the error? Say foam warning, blah, blah, blah. Attempt to add entry that already exists in entry P boundary field bottom wall. Okay, let's do all clean, or run again. Okay, expected 1 argument but found 6. Okay, what's going on here? So let's go to all run, and we'll make instead of putting this here, let's do echo moving wall BC. Echo moving wall BC. Okay, and that will help us to print what the whole thing looks like. So, okay, the moving wall BC looks like this. Okay, why did they say there's 6 arguments? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you get the idea. There are multiple arguments here. So what I need to do is to add this open and close inverted commas again, and we should be fine. Okay. Okay, so let me open and close inverted commas for this. This will make it better. All clean, all run. All right, so let's cat cavitySwirl just to check. 0U. And take a look. Beautiful. We have the top wall reflecting the exact same value as this moving wall. Okay, very simple. Okay, and now we can actually delete off this moving wall. Let's delete out the moving wall part. Okay, 1, 0U, entry, boundary, field. Okay, never mind. Let me copy and paste. It's a lot easier and less error prone. This part, I'm going to copy and paste it here. Now I'm going to delete the echo moving wall BC because we don't need it anymore. So I'm just going to change the entry in the velocity part. Okay, boundary field, moving wall, remove. That means we are just taking out that whole entry there. And next thing what we want a bottom wall entry as well. We can use the same trick, but I'm not going to use the same trick. I'm only going to like demonstrate it here because yeah, that helps us to get things done really nicely. Okay. Now let's see. Form dictionary 1. This we're going to get rid of this moving wall entry. Now I want to add in the bottom wall entry, and we'll use the type no slip. Okay. Okay. So instead of 0 gradient, we're going to put no slip. Okay, all run, or all clean, yeah, all run. Okay, so we have a foam warning of some sort. Okay, it says attempt to add bottom wall entry which already exists. So probably there is some bug in the code which I forgot to edit because I am changing the P files, not the U files. Okay, I'm changing the pressure files, not the velocity files. So now it works right. So if you take a look at cavitySwirl, okay, we cat 0U. Okay, we have fixed walls, front and back, top wall and bottom wall, all in the boundary conditions that we want. All set using foam dictionary and using the bash line bash scripting. So if you want to run icofoam now, it should not be a problem to run. So we vim all run. Okay, we can actually run icofoam with case cavitySwirl, and that should be able to run our thing. Okay, now let's run icofoam, or let's just do the all run. And now see, icofoam is running, and that will run the whole case for 10 seconds. So let's look at cavitySwirl. See, all 10 seconds worth of data are now here. Okay. Now problem is this. Okay, we cannot just edit the boundary conditions at the 0 directory, because once we Okay, so we already finished this part of the simulation. Now we want to change the boundary conditions at t equals 10 seconds, right? T equals 10 seconds. And then we want to run it for another 10 seconds. How do we do it? So first thing first, I need to add another 10 seconds. Right? Okay, so first thing first, I need to add another 10 seconds of time into my control dictionary. Okay, so that one is slightly more simple. So form dictionary, system control dictionary. Okay, oh, let me go back. Okay, form dictionary, cavitySwirl, system control dictionary. Now look at entry and time. Okay. So again, I want to save this value of 10 into a variable and then add another 10 seconds to it. Okay, so let's do that kind of thing. Okay. So this is very important to extract the value of the end time. Okay. And then we will just add another 10 seconds to it. So I'll call this next function add time. Okay. So okay, let's call this variable initial time equals to dollar bracket. Okay, this is the initial time. Okay, this is the initial time, and we want to, okay, we need to specify a case of course. Okay, so for example, we want to make it applicable to the cavitySwirl case. So cavitySwirl will be the time added here. Then we want to add how much time? Well, yeah, that's something we can specify as well. So we'll use the Python math, which we were using in the last time. So let's use the Python math function. So this is Python C blah blah blah. Okay, we went through in the last video already, in last videos in the series. Okay, so let's okay, final time. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Python C print. Okay, I'm gonna add something. Initial time. Okay, initial time. So this is the time I want to add. And yeah, basically I want to add it to whatever okay, the second variable I'm adding, the second variable here is how much extra time in seconds do I want to add. Okay, second variable is how much time I wanna add in seconds. Okay, so this is the final time. So next thing I want to do is form dictionary. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this down so there's less error. Form dictionary, whatever case I am at. System control dict, I want to change the entry of end time. I want to set it to final time. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And we'll just we can now add it to here. So add time. So I'm calling the function now. I want to go to the case cavitySwirl, and then I want to add 10 seconds. Okay, so let's do that. All clean. Let's see. All run. So it's going to run and do OpenFOAM for me, and then we'll change the end time to 20 seconds. hopefully. So let's cat cavitySwirl system control dictionary. Okay, my end time is 10 seconds. Oops. Okay, so something is obviously wrong. Let's check what's actually going on. Okay, so initial time is the end time entry value here. Okay, final time equals to Python C. Okay, let me echo initial time and end time. And we will just ignore this IcoFoam bit here so that it's easier to debug or run. All right. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Cat cavitySwirl system control dictionary. Okay, my end time is still 10 seconds. Okay, so looks like we'll have to take a look one at a time what's actually wrong with this code. Okay, let me try all running again. All clean and all run. Okay, type no slip, end time is 10. So this is the initial time. Okay, let me cavitySwirl. Okay, ABC equals to whatever this is. Echo ABC, that's 10. Let's do the Python adding now. So I'm going to check the Python to see whether the things works. Okay, Python, we can do ABC plus 10. Echo final time. Okay, fine. That should work. That should work. For some reason, it's not working. Okay, let's see all run again. Maybe there's some typo. Yes, there is a typo. Okay, INITIAL. Okay, INITIAL time. INITIAL time. I'm gonna spell initial. Okay, it should be with the IAL, not AL. Okay, let's do all clean and all run again. All run. So now end time is set at 20. Perfect. Okay, so now that's solved. The next thing to do. Okay. The next thing to do is that we want to edit the boundary conditions of the latest time. Okay, and we want to edit the boundary conditions of the latest time. Okay. So we already added the time of the cavitySwirl case to now end time of 20. I want to edit boundary conditions in the latest time now. So let's see. So the latest time here is the number 10. Okay, so if we want to look at this directory and find the latest time, how are we supposed to do it? Okay, so let me quickly give you the link before I finish up this video. Yeah, I think this one was posted by Tobias, I think Toby, super moderator. Okay, he used this trick here, ls dash one sort dash n tail dash n1. Okay, I'm not going to explain how this thing actually works yet, but let's just look at this. Okay, ls dash one sort dash n tail dash n1. Okay, this will give you the value 10. Now, if I happen to remove the 10 directory, and I run this command again, the latest time will now be 9.9. So whatever the latest time is, this command will be able to give that to you, unless the latest time is 0, which you probably don't want to use it for that case anyway. Okay, but I'll just give you the short answer and say this thing actually gives you the latest time in that directory. Okay, so let's go to for run. Okay, and let's make a new I'm going to delete this echo thing here. And let's make another function called setBC part 2. Set BC's part 2. Okay. So how am I going to set it? Okay. Thing now is I need to find latest time. Okay, the latest time will be equals to this. Okay, I can just set a variable here. Latest time equals to this. And I'm going to copy and paste some of these over here. I'm going to paste it. All right, the only thing we want to change is the velocity boundary condition. So we want to change the boundary conditions in the latest time directory. So instead of using 10, we'll use this latest time. And I can explain how this script works maybe in future videos. We'll see if there's time for that. But suffice to say, this thing works. In the bash context of bash anyway. Latest time. Okay. So now how are we supposed to do things? Remember we want the latest time we want to check and edit only the latest time values. Okay. So remember initially the top wall was the wall that was moving instead of this moving wall. So I'm just going to edit this part here to reflect that fact that in the first 10 seconds only the top wall is moving to the right at 1 meter per second. Okay, so now I want to change that. I want to change it such that now my bottom wall is moving to the right at 1 meter per second. So I'm going to change, okay, so from dictionary, whatever case, in the latest time, the entry bottom wall is going to be set as moving. Okay, so instead of add, I'm going to do set. And likewise, the top wall, okay, the top wall, I'm going to set the type. I'm going to set the type as no slip. And what else do I have to remove? Okay, vim at cavitySwirl 10. Oh wait, no, 9.9. Maybe in U. Okay, I want to remove this uniform 110 thing here. So let's remove the uniform 110. Okay, so we are removing the value just to make it very clean. And then we want to remove. Okay, so now this should be about right. I can do set BC's part2 cavitySwirl. Okay, let's see whether this thing works. I'm going to run OpenFOAM, of course, but let's see whether this works. If this works, I should see my boundary conditions in t equals to 10 seconds changed correctly. Okay, I'm anticipating some bugs, but let's hope things turn out fine. Okay, cannot open file cavitySwirl scifoam.u. Okay, probably I do things in the wrong directory. Okay, oops. Why am I having scifoam? Because if I put ls-l sort-n or ls-1 sort-n tail-n1, okay, it will give me the value scifoam. So that doesn't exist, obviously. So let's go. We have to modify this a bit. We have to add in here ls cavitySwirl-1. And we'll get the number 10. Okay, let's look at all run. So we cannot use ls-1 because that will actually make the bash thing you want to do it in the current directory. So I need to put it in the actual directory, which is cavitySwirl. That's what I want. So all clean, all run. Okay. So now let's take a look at the cavitySwirl. And let's take a look at the time at number 10. And let's cat u. Okay, look, now the top wall is a no slip boundary condition. Bottom wall is now a fixed value, uniform 110 going to the right. So yeah, so I think that's basically how you use Bash to set your boundary conditions right. How to use Bash to find your latest time. Of course, I will give the link in the description to the forum entry or whatever. Okay, and let me all clean again, and we'll just git add git commit and added more bash functions in example file. Okay, so now hopefully this gives you an idea how we can use bash scripting to automate this all run thing altogether. Okay, so I'll stop now. I think I'm getting a bit too long-winded. It's almost 30 minutes, see? Yeah, I don't want to make it too long, so I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we can finish up this script.